Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Nish and thank you for tuning into my video. I truly appreciate it. In today's video, I will be reviewing the JBL Boombox portable Bluetooth speaker. I picked this speaker up last year on Black Friday with my very own money, and ever since then, this has been my go-to speaker. Now, there's two reasons why I'm making this video right now. The first being I just started my YouTube channel, so I'm reviewing products that I already own. And the second being that JBL just launched the Boombox 2. That's not yet available in Canada, but is already out in the States. I just want to make a video letting you guys know why now might be the best time to pick up the original. So having said that, here's my review. So in the box, you get the speaker itself, you get the proprietary charging cable that disconnects at the power brick, and then you also get the instruction and warranty card, something admittedly that I never opened. So the JBL Boombox comes in three different colors. It comes in forest green, camouflage, and obviously black. So as I said, I picked this up on Black Friday, and I guess they're all out of the other color options, or else I would have definitely got camouflage if I could have, or even forest green, but I'm not complaining too much because you can never go wrong with black. In terms of design, this thing won an IF Design Award in 2018. But if you ask me, it looks exactly like the JBL Charge 3, except it's 4 times larger and has a handle going across the top. So speaking of that handle, on top of that handle, you will see Boombox written across the top there. And right below, you will see the Bluetooth pairing button, the volume down button, the power button, the JBL Connect Plus button, the volume up button, and the play and pause button here. Across the entire front and back is this nylon mesh material that protects the internals. You have the JBL logo on the front there. Let's turn it on real quick to show you the bottom, where you'd find the 5 battery LEDs indicating lights, which is actually really hard to see when it's lying horizontally on a table. On either side, you have the passive radiators. That looks awesome when this thing is playing music. And on the back, you have a single button to control indoor and outdoor mode, to switch it between the two. And then you have a thick rubberized flap to protect your internal ports here, where you would find the charging port, 2 USB charging ports, so you can charge multiple devices at the same time, and also your standard 3.5 millimeter auxiliary jack, alongside a micro USB service port, which I doubt you will ever use. And then at the bottom of the speaker itself, you have a rubberized textured grip to ensure that your speaker is not going anywhere. So let's talk specs and features. This thing weighs a whopping 5.25 kilograms, which works out to be 11.5 pounds. 11.5 pounds doesn't sound too heavy, but this thing feels pretty substantial in the hand. It is built like a tank, and it definitely feels like one too. It's also boasting Bluetooth 4.2. It also has JBL Connect Plus, this button right here, which allows the speaker to pair to over 100 JBL Connect Plus compatible devices. Imagine 100 of these things daisy-chained together. I would love to go into a football stadium and test that out. That would be absolutely insane. So the speaker boasts a 20,000 milliamp hour battery, which is good for 24 hours of continuous music playback at 50% volume. So I play my music at 40% volume in my room, which is plenty loud, enough to rattle the walls. So 50% volume for 24 hours continuously is absolutely incredible. And speaking of battery, it takes 6.5 hours to charge from 0 to 100. It also has indoor and outdoor mode, where indoor mode allows for deeper bass and outdoor mode allows for louder music volumes and further projection. And what it does to achieve that is up the mids and the highs, and the bass suffers a little bit on the low end because of it. And speaking of outdoor, this thing is IPX7 waterproof. So yes, I said waterproof, guys. which means that you can actually drop this in the pool and it will be fine. Not only will it be fine, it will actually float. This 11.5-pound speaker floats in the pool, and it will float and play your music at the same time, which is absolutely insane. So the speaker is beach ready. It is beach proof. This nylon mesh material here will make sure that no sand is going to get in and destroy the internals. No water is getting in, no sand is getting in, which is absolutely insane. The fact that you could drop this in the pool, in a lake, and have it float and play your music at the same time is unheard of for a speaker of this size, this weight, and of this caliber. So underneath the hood, we have 4 transducers. We have 2 4-inch woofers right here, followed by 2 20mm tweeters on either side of that. And then we have the passive radiators on the side of the speaker itself. On the back, we have absolutely nothing. This is a front firing speaker only, which means all the sound comes out of the front of this thing right here. And this is good for a frequency response of 50 hertz to 20,000 hertz. And when it's powered off of a battery, you're looking at an output of 40 watts of power. And when you're plugged into the wall of AC, you're looking at an output of 60 watts of power. Now, I personally listen to this 100% of the time on battery mode, and that has plenty of power to boot because the sound coming out of this thing is incredibly powerful and it shakes the walls at 40% volume. And speaking of sound, the sound that is coming out of this speaker is absolutely amazing. The bass that this thing outputs is ridiculous. It is wall rattling, chest thumping, absolutely incredible. And it's not overpowering in the mids and the highs either. I'm surprised that the highs are as sharp as they are, but not overly piercing sharp, and the mids are definitely present. So the overall sound signature is a very pleasant one to listen to. And no matter what genre of music you play, it sounds incredible coming out of these speakers. And don't get me wrong, this is not a high-res audio device at all. There is no high-res audio codecs to be found here, but still, the sound that is coming out of this thing just puts a smile on your face and it makes you want to get up and move. The music, no matter what you play, as I said before, it just sounds incredible. It sounds lively, it sounds full, it sounds rich, and like I said, the bass is just incredible on this thing. Normally I have my equalizer on my, music app. I'll have it set to a slight preference for bass, but on this thing, I leave it dead center because the bass on this thing is absolutely killer, and just everything that you listen to sounds incredible. So I've taken this thing out on many large social gatherings. Remember those guys? I've taken it to ball hockey, I've taken it to basketball, I've taken it to a New Year's party, I've taken it to a house party, and no matter where I take this, people are loving this speaker. People are always asking me how much did I get it for, where did I get it from. They're always complimenting me, and everyone's blown away by the way this thing sounds and the audio performance that comes out of this thing. The walls are rattling, the bass is heavy, everything else is clear, and it just sounds incredible, guys. You definitely have to hear it to believe it. Pro tip, guys, when using this Bluetooth speaker or any other Bluetooth speaker, position it a couple inches away out from the corner of the room, firing into the corner of the room to ensure deeper bass and an overall richer sound experience. It's a night and day difference. So as with most products, guys, there is a few cons, and there's nothing major, but I did find a couple of things that, I have minor gripes with. So the first one is that there is no skip forward or skip backward buttons, dedicated buttons for that on the speaker itself. That has to be done with your playback device. Like I said, that's a minor gripe. It's not too big of a deal, as this is my third JBL speaker. I'm used to it by now. My Charge 2 didn't have it, my Charge 3 doesn't have it, and this one doesn't have it either. So another minor gripe that I have with the JBL Boombox is the lack of an EQ in the JBL Connect app. So there's pretty much only two sound modes. There's indoor mode and there's outdoor mode, and that's it. There is no way to customize the sound settings to your liking. But like I said, that's kind of a minor gripe because this thing sounds incredible coming out of the box by default. So, I can't be too mad about that. And so finally, the biggest con about this product, in my opinion, is the fact that the JBL Connect Plus is already outdated. So JBL Connect Plus is JBL's proprietary protocol in terms of connecting their speakers wirelessly to one another. That has already been replaced with JBL Party Boost. So all of the new JBL speakers, the Flip 5, the Pulse 4, and the new Boombox 2 and anything going forward all has, instead of JBL Connect Plus, has JBL Party Boost, and which makes this product unlinkable with the new JBL Boombox 2. So you can't connect the two together, or you cannot connect any of the older speakers to the newer speakers. And that is my biggest gripe about this product. I totally understand what JBL is doing in terms of, innovating and allowing for a further range and clearer sound with the new Party Boost. But you just can't help but feel, left out when all the new speakers can't pair to your speaker. But there is a remedy, a way around that, kind of, because if you have Bluetooth 5.0, you can play audio on different speakers regardless if it's JBL or anything. So, if you have Bluetooth 5.0, I can definitely pair this speaker with one of their newer speakers, just not through the JBL Connect app or not through Party Boost. So is it worth getting the original Boombox over the newer Boombox 2? So I haven't had a chance to listen to the newer Boombox 2 because it's not yet available here in Canada. But from what other reviewers are saying, they're saying it doesn't sound that much better than the original and that it's not worth an upgrade. Now, I can't personally make a recommendation based on what other people said, but what I can do is make a recommendation based on facts. So fact number one, the original is going to be much cheaper than the newer Boombox 2. The original currently retails for $400 Canadian and $400 US, whereas the Boombox 2 currently retails for $500 US and will likely retail for $600 Canadian when launched. So you're looking at saving $100 and $200 respectively. Another reason why you should pick up the original is because this has a 20,000 milliamp hour battery with 2 charging ports at the back. The new Boombox 2 only has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery with 1 charging port at the back. So you can only charge one device at a time. Now don't get me wrong, the new Boombox 2 still has a 24-hour rated battery life, but they just made it more efficient. So my phone, for example, has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. If I try to charge it on that thing, I'm only left with 60% battery. So that's another reason why you should pick up the original. And the third reason why you should pick up the original is because it has an indoor and outdoor mode, which the new one is lacking. There's not much in terms of equalizer or changing the sound settings, so that's the only way to change the sound setting, is to change it from indoor mode to outdoor mode or vice versa. And the new one doesn't have any feature like that whatsoever. So you're stuck with the sound that comes with out of the box. So if you're the type of person who needs the latest and greatest and wants to future-proof yourself in terms of connecting your JBL speakers with future JBL speakers, then for sure grab the JBL Boombox 2, as that will have Party Boost. But like I said, guys, as long as you have a Bluetooth 5.0 enabled device, you can stream audio to any 2 Bluetooth speakers regardless of the make and model. So there you have it, guys, my JBL Boombox review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Smash that like button if you found it informative. and drop a comment below and let me know what your favorite Bluetooth speaker is. Thank you guys for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Don't ever hold it like this, guys, when it's playing, because you will go deaf.